Hey, what is up, you guys? It is me, Ig-n.e.o.n.l.i.p.s.t.i.c, and I'm back once again with my second video. And today we are going to be, I'm going to be telling you guys another story about when I was in high school. So when I was between 9th or 10th grade, I can't really remember. Um, there was this new African American student, and he was actually from Africa, and I'm going to describe him to you guys. He was 5'4", and he always wore like these saggy pants, and he wore like these t-shirts with SpongeBob and like SpongeBob like Gangster or Family Guy, like like kind of like Scarface and stuff like that. And the reason that I don't know if he was trying to be hardcore, but I think he was. So we were in my history class, and we used to have this teacher, and he was very mean to us. He was like very, oh, it had to be his way or the highway. Anyway, so we were there, and he had given us like his only rule in the classroom was, besides like being quiet and stuff, was that we had to not use the power outlets. He was like, just don't use the power outlets. And since our school was like, we were the first to like actually like try out the school, we nobody actually used the power outlets, and nobody could actually open the lids. But he had got the kid. I can't really remember his name. Sorry, guys, because I actually forgot about him. I just remember this incident. He had bought a new iPhone, and he was trying to charge it because apparently he ran out of battery, and he was trying to open the lid. And the teachers had us two by a table, and I wasn't sitting next to him, but um, I sat next to the table where he was sitting. So while we were sitting there, I saw him like messing around with the thing, and I'm just like, oh my god, this guy is gonna get in so much trouble. But I'm like, if the teacher catches me looking at him, he's gonna be like, why didn't you tell us that he was doing this? So I just kept looking in front, and he was kind of like messing it, and he was able to open it with the lid of the charger. I don't know how he did it. We well, some people learn how to do it, and after like 2 years, I think we well, not we, but them basically just broke them off all of them, and everybody could use power outlet. Yeah, freedom to the people. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about right now. But he opens the power outlet, and he forgot that there was like kind of like this white cap that they had on. And so I guess so people like with forks or like metal things wouldn't like try to electrify themselves. But since our teacher always had the lights off because he would always have PowerPoints, we never really like thought that it was gonna be there, and you couldn't even see it because it was so dark. So he was like kind of messing with it, and while he was messing it, he was kind of like forcing it in. So he was sitting next to me, and all of a sudden, like I saw him where he connected it, and it went, and it made kind of like a buzzing noise. It went zzz, and I was like, oh my god! And he was kind of like shaking, and then he let go, and he like threw his phone, and it kind of like when we looked at him, I'm like, oh my god, this kid got electrified, and everybody in the classroom was just staring at him. And I was like, oh my god, this kid is dead, because he wouldn't wake up. Like he was just kind of like for a little while like unconscious, and then he woke up, and the teacher was so like, oh my god, somebody take him to the nurse's office. And he came back, like 10 minutes later with a mint in his gum. You know how the school nurses are, they always just give you like a gum or something. Anyways, and he came back, and we checked on his phone, and his phone had like exploded. But after that, all of a sudden, like our whole first floor, all the lights went off, and we were like, oh my god, he caused this. And then like all the teachers were asking like what caused it, and all the teachers were outside of the classroom like trying to figure it out. And it wasn't until our history teacher went out there and told everybody that it was that guy who had done it. And we were just like kind of like joking around about how he got electrified. And then after that, the next day, everybody was talking about the kid that got electrified, and nobody really knew who it was, and everybody was like speculating who it might be. And then the kid actually, I kind of feel bad, but he actually dropped out of the class, and he dropped out of the school, and they say that it was because he was so embarrassed. He was actually embarrassed that he had gotten electrified. And the reason that I think it's so funny is because that kind of was left in our high school, that nobody was allowed to use the power outlets. And after that, we had like this whole in our high school, like this whole, like every time we before we start the school, when we do the syllabus, we have this whole why we shouldn't use the electrical outlets, and it's always that kid. And this is a fun story I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying, since I'm out of school, I'm trying to upload a video at least once every 2 weeks or once a week. I do have a lot of games that I want to play with you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and thank you.